All right, folks, so I'm just going to cut right to the chase. We are getting God Trunks for the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. Shout out to I Seriously for the tweet yesterday. I didn't talk about it yesterday on a video because I was busy doing some Super Battle Road and I had some other personal stuff to take care of. But let's talk about it now because this is the upcoming banner for Global and JP. Global, as everyone knows at this point, is not doing the LR Janemba summoning. So we are waiting for the upcoming Dragon Ball Hero celebration. I will talk more about when that's going to be happening in a separate video. Today's video is going to be all about the Trunks and speculating as far as what the banner could potentially entail. So with this God Trunks, we can actually kind of carbon date where the banner could potentially be heading in terms of other featured units. Because if you guys are familiar with Dragon Ball Heroes banners, we generally have around 6 or 7 units featured that are brand new each and every year. So this is last year's featured list. We had Super Saiyan 4, Broly, Vegito, Bardock, Gohan, the Dabura, and Freaky Toa, my girl right here. So these 6 were the featured units from last year. Go back to the year before that, we had 6 more units. And then the year before that, we had 7 units. And then before that, we had 7 as well. So it's going to be about 6 or 7. And the confirmed units right now, well, if you want to call this confirmed, yeah, we'll just assume this is a confirmed thing. Because I Seriously literally has never been wrong, except for one time that he got tricked. So other than that, he has not been wrong. So I Seriously knows this stuff. Everybody trusts him. So I trust him too. If God Trunks is to be assumed to be one of the featured units on the banner, and we already know that Robel and Pan Zeno are also going to be on the banners, confirmed from the V-Jump scan that was released a couple of days ago, as well as on the Dragon Ball Heroes livestream that I covered on the channel. With those 3 now already in the featured list, we need to fill out the roster with 3 more. Or potentially 4 more. So I wanted to go over what those speculation units could be. Now, the number 1 candidate is obviously going to be the character that he was fighting in this scene. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and the God Trunks were teaming up and they were fighting against somebody. Wait, that's not it. This guy. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and God Trunks were teaming up to fight Mechikabura. This is one of the many forms that this character takes in the series, in the manga. I'm not somebody who's read the manga, and going through the information on the Dragon Ball fandom was just a nightmare because, number 1, Heroes is just all over the place with their power scaling. The logic is just out the window. It's the non-canon fantasy world that you love to be in if you're a Dragon Ball fan, but if you're a fan of logic, it drives you insane. Anyway, point is, I didn't read too much into it, but I did look up some stuff on Mechikabura. There's a lot of different forms that he takes. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, so if I'm saying it wrong, I do apologize. I really don't know how to say his name. Anyway, in the scene, Trunks is fighting against this guy as well as the Vegito, and then Trunks gets this freaky looking Keyblade with some chains on it, and then he seals them in this prison world dimension or whatever. And with the help of Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, they're able to conquer this little moment in the show. And I do remember from the promotional anime that this was the opening episode for the new saga. So after this ended, the next episode was Goku and Vegeta coming up against the gods of destruction against all the universes. You had Doki Doki and Toki Toki and all of those different birds flying around. And then we also got to meet Bojack, Turles, Dr. Wheelo, and was it Janemba? I think Janemba was in there too. So the point of me narrating the whole story right now was to say that if they decide to go with this moment in the promotional anime or in the manga, we would probably get God Trunks, Mechikabura, the Time Breaker form. And then we would probably go past this episode and then maybe jump to Turles, Evil Saiyan Turles, where he's got the Super Saiyan 3 look except with dark hair and no eyebrows. We could maybe get Pirate Bojack. We could possibly get Dr. Wheelo. Honestly, Dr. Wheelo would be awesome. Having an evil Colonel Sanders in Dokkan? Yes, please. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Having another Janemba would also be cool, but I think because we're getting a Janem Baby EZA, I don't know if we need to have a second Janemba like a Janemba Black. There's no need for that. But having, I'm just thinking of Colonel Sanders evil now. I think those would be some pretty good ideas for a potential featured banner. Now, this is a tweet from Air Dokkan. I think he's throwing out his own possible ideas for the featured list here. Obviously, God Trunks would be number 1. Mechikabura number 2. We've got the Supreme Kai of Time in her, what is it, time reversed form. But this is like Berserk something. Here, I actually pulled this up. So this is called Time Power Unleashed. So this is what happens to Cronoa when she uses the Time Power Unleashed. She matures, if you will, and then she looks like this. But then there's also a brainwashed Berserk. So this could be something to that end where she's all brainwashed and freaky looking. I haven't played the games and I haven't read the manga. I've only seen the promotional anime, so my knowledge base is fairly limited, as are probably a lot of you Dokkan players, because this is extra canonical stuff that is outside the general spectrum of Dragon Ball stuff. So yeah, maybe we could get a possessed or berserk looking Supreme Kai. Would be cool to have another evil Realm of Gods character in there. Would be kind of nice. We'll have to wait and see what we get with that. But other than that, the only other thing that I could say about this is that the Mechikabura, to an extent, is already somewhat in Dokkan, so it would definitely make sense to bring this guy in some capacity. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, I don't know if the asset actually... I haven't seen the story event scenario in a long time, but here's why the Mechikabura is already in the game to an extent. So if you guys recall, the Demon God Salsa, this is a free-to-play crossover sub-lead unit that was released last year with all the Super Saiyan 4 stuff. With that, we also got this story event, and this is Mechikabura up here. This is like the old version of him. We already have Toa, we already got Mira, we got this guy, but we don't have him. But his asset is already in the game in the form of an Awakening Medal. He might have had a scene or two in the actual scenario. I don't remember. Let me know in the comments if you guys recall the scenario for the story event. He could have been in there as well. So the stage is set to maybe add on a couple more stages to this event and then throw him on, or like, you know, I don't know, maybe have a medal or two in here for him, like a younger version of him that could lead to another free-to-play unit. Who knows? The possibilities are endless, but I just wanted to point out that he's already somewhat involved in Dokkan. So I feel like this is definitely a very sensible featured list to throw out there. I will say that it is obviously disappointing for all of those who are hoping for Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, and all that stuff. Like I said before, since we're just constantly getting so much stuff in Dragon Ball Heroes, there's just going to be a massive backlog of characters to choose from for years to come. So that way, if there's ever a down period where things seem to get repetitive or tedious or mundane or dull, there will just be an immense backlog of incredible characters for them to choose from. And now what this does is this basically gives us about a year to 2 year buffer in Dokkan in terms of possible future featured units. So this year, if we assume that what I say goes, we get God Trunks, we get Mechikabura, we get two other features, because Robel and Panzino are there. Maybe we get Bojack and Turles. Let's say those are the 6, right? Assuming those are the 6 for this year, next year we could go into more Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken Gogeta. We could get Royal Blue Gogeta, we could get Super Saiyan 3 Full Power, we could get Majin Omega Shenron, we could even get that baby Vegeta cheap knockoff that we got. We could get the Grand Priest Ultra Instinct Goku. There's just so much to choose from. Maybe even Hearts. What if we get a Hearts Dokkan Festival unit next year with a Dio voiceover? That would be incredible. So there's just so many possibilities now for the upcoming celebrations that even if next year's Heroes is just a complete drag, we're going to be just fine over here on Dokkan. So I wanted to quickly just talk about all this. Apologies for not having released this video yesterday. Was a little busy with Super Battle Road. Global's kind of feasting right now on some Super Battle Road content, so look forward to more stuff like that on the channel. Hopefully you guys have been watching those videos, but you all know I do love me some speculations as well, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you think this featured list is going to be? Assuming there's going to be 6 featured units, and we know God Trunks, Panzino, and Robel, who would the other 3 featured units be on the Dragon Ball Heroes banner? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.